India just made space flight history with their Vikram lander. It recently landed on the dark side of the moon. It's just the fourth country to do so after the Soviet Union, US, and China. More importantly, it's the first country to land near the moon's south pole, a difficult target given the rough terrain, but important for attempts to find water and ice. Other nations have only landed near the equator. The landing comes just 4 years after the original Vikram lander effectively crashed. The Indian Space Research Organization designed the follow-up with a failure-based design that includes more backup systems, a wider landing area, and software updates as well. Vikram remained idle for hours to allow lunar dust to settle. Once the area was clear, the rover deployed to take photos and collect scientific data. Combined, the lander and rover have 5 instruments meant to gauge the properties of the moon's atmosphere, surface, and the tectonic activity. ISRO timed the landing for the start of a lunar day, about 28 Earth days, to maximize the amount of solar power available for Vikram and the rover. The success is a matter of national pride for India. The country has been eager to become a major power in spaceflight and hopes to launch a space station around 2030. It can now claim to be one of just a handful of countries that have ever reached an extraterrestrial surface. The info gathered near the pole could also be crucial for future lunar missions from India and other countries, which could use any discovered ice for fuel, oxygen, and water. The landing also put India ahead of other countries racing to land on the moon. If not always for the first time, Russia's Luna 25 spacecraft crashed just 2 days earlier. The United Arab Emirates also wants to land by 2024. The U.S., meanwhile, hopes to return people to the moon with the Artemis 3 mission in late 2025. These also don't include commercial efforts. There's a renewed interest in Earth's closest cosmic neighbor, and India is now part of that vanguard. And happening in this week's What The, a YouTube channel has developed a laser-sighted, fully automatic knife-throwing machine gun. The YouTube channel Quint Builds, the father and son duo, have conceived this weapon that's bound to blow your mind. The video says the YouTubers were inspired by the movie Under Siege, where a Navy SEAL throws knives at his enemies. In theory, it's simple, says the YouTuber in his clip.
Match the knife's rotation to the distance so the tip hits the target. But in practice, it's hard. There are so many other ways the knife can hit the board, and I've found all of them. And as soon as you get some success, changing the distance a bit is like starting over. Cutting-edge technology should do this easily if we can keep it from destroying itself.
Oh no!
Here's what I want. A machine that can stick 10 knives consecutively from changing distances of 3 to 5 meters. No wires tethering it to external power or a computer. And lastly, it's got to be light enough to carry, so let's say less than 20 pounds. If you've ever been around an animal that would sit quietly then try to bite you without warning, you have some idea what this thing was like during development. But turns out all we had to do was stay out of harm's way and keep trying. After seemingly endless issues, too many to list, we finally started to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Here's how it works. Push the range button to activate the LiDAR and measure the distance to the target. The thrower then calculates and adjusts the angle of the aiming laser to compensate for the trajectory of the knife. At that point, pressing the fire button will stick a knife wherever the laser is aiming. Holding the button will throw knives as fast as the machine can cycle, but for now I'm just making sure it loads right for every shot. Also, I'm honestly not sure how many knives can fit in the magazine, but all 12 that I have feed great. But wait a sec, I said consecutive knife throws from changing distances. Well, here goes.
Thanks for watching your weekly tech update. If you have a story you think we need to feature on the program, shoot me an email, djraymcneil@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at Your Weekly Tech Update, and check out the podcast. Audio and video versions available on Google, iTunes, Audio Burst, and elsewhere on the interwebs. Till next time, I'm Ray McNeil. Stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. And now, here's your moment of joy.
What are you? Ow! What are those? Oh, okay. What are you doing? Get out of here! New lemon pepper steppers.
Your weekly tech update brought to you by Holiday Home Care, Phillip Island, Victoria, Australia. It's your turn to relax. Before you get on holiday on the island, contact Holiday Home Care. We can set up your residence or holiday rental, do the shopping for you, provide linen and towels, and make sure it's all ready by the time you get here, giving you more time to enjoy what Phillip Island has to offer. For more information, visit holidayhomecarepi.com or email holidayhomecarepi@gmail.com.